Hello Ham Fam, welcome back to our channel. I'm Debbie.
I'm Darren.
And this is Bonnie. She's deciding what to read tonight, you see. Mother's notebook, something on Kindle. Oh, you want to read about black cats and evil eyes? That's different. Or she might be tickled with the title. Anyway guys, as you can see, she's much better in herself. She's
got a full pouch.
She's got mashed potato in there. That's what that is. Isn't it? You had mashed potato. Is that nummy? The fans have seen you eating. They know it's true. Oh look, she's like a pro. She's like, hi everybody, bye everybody. I want to go and sit in my cage and eat my prized mash. Right, Daddy, I'll get you to pop her back and then we'll start with the vlog properly, peoples. Right, guys, now she's quite happily ensconced in her cage. Jeez. Although I was going to go with, unfortunately, we washed her and she shrank.
Hi, fans!
Yeah, I know. It's everybody that loves you.
It's the mishk. Yeah. Don't squish the mishk. Don't squish the mishk. Don't squish the
cuddles. See, this is something you get more so with the Russians than you do with the Syrians. Right, anyway, guys, I hope your week's been eventful. Ours has been fairly eventful-ish.
Yeah. Well, wait a sec. Yeah, that's fucking awful on this one. Right, there we go.
So you may well have noticed that Darren wasn't in the corner of the bit with Bonnie. He would have been, but he forgot to change it, so couldn't really do much about that. Why is it whenever you're trying to find a book page with a hamster in your hand, it never works? Right, so this week
everyone gets that a lot.
We have posted the Wizarding World Loot Crate. So if you guys haven't seen that, you're missing that. We also done World Hamster Day, which was a compilation of mostly past hamsters. Although the black and white one with no name above it is actually Earbud, who is obviously, well, not obviously if you've not seen him before, but he is still alive and kicking. But that was when he was very young, and for some reason Darren didn't write the name on top because it's remembering with each one. And the one that looked like Tyrion, who's referred to as Floof, he was on it quite a bit as well. So we love our babies, we really do, don't we? Yeah. Also we had the Pumpkin Hollow Quarterly box.
Yep.
And the winning haul from Occult Box and Runes and Ravens. Now, there is a one-off code for Occult Box. If you want to buy anything in a shop or a few things and some boxes or what have you. It's rocking, all shouty letters.
Yep.
Or caps. 15, no space between them, and it is a one-time offer, and that's if you spend £25 before postage.
Yeah, or more.
Or more, obviously. You don't have to be exact. She's pretty relaxed. I know this because we tested it.
It had to be done.
Yeah.
Angela tested it as well, apparently.
Yeah.
She told us it worked as well. So.
This is it. It's purely to make sure that Misha knows that the code works.
Yeah. And
that's what all of us that are going to spoil ourselves with something are going to say.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
No, I know. If she didn't sell any hamster food.
No.
Not that you eat hamster food. No. Anyway. Yep, so that was all of the ones we had on this week. As you may have noticed, there was one we were going to say about, which was the dragon egg. Oh, unfortunately, Darren's been trying to get it on for about 2 days.
Yeah,
it's finally starting to go through, and
it is currently exporting, as you can see.
Oh, what's the word? as this, what I'm talking to you now, and Darren are talking to you now, and Mishka's just looking lovingly at you. This is going to be up tomorrow, so we're aiming.
No, this is going to be up today.
Yes, I suppose it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The other one will be up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, because tomorrow is today.
Yeah.
In other words, we're recording again on a Thursday night, so this...
We're actually recording on Friday morning.
Well, it is early hours. Daddy's being pedantic, isn't he?
Yeah.
Which is a word that means nitpicking. You alright? Yeah.
Yeah. But no, so with obviously this one's out on Friday, which you'll know because you can see it on Friday.
Right, I have actually written down the list of what's coming next.
The Dragon Egg one,
hang on.
it's going to go on both channels on Saturday.
Yeah, so the Dragon Egg is due on both channels on Saturday. Sunday is at Pets at Home Hall. And
it's only a little hole, that
some
one.
certain somebodies are getting something from the Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have spoken to Bugs and he has agreed that you've been good enough. Just. Yeah. Monday is my birthday. So this is all dependent on whether or not the computer's messing around or the internet's messing around. But Monday being my birthday unboxing. Items on the way that should arrive at some point this week.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Is the delivery from the occult box. As I said, we bought a few items, so that'll make about 2 videos.
Yeah.
Witch casket and witch box and Freya's cauldron are all on their way as well. I'm not giving you actual days for that, and every time I do, bear in mind they are rough days.
It depends when they are.
Yeah. TV, oh no, I'll go into that later. So that other bit I will go into later.
Yeah, so we've got Sherlock.
No.
No? No
Word
Sherlock.
of the week.
Word of the week.
Yeah, we've got Sherlock. Hang on. Our word of the week
is pain-arse. And there she is. Pain-arse.
Right. Columnella was the one that was last week.
No, it wasn't. Oh,
yes,
Contrail was last week.
Oh, all right. Yes, it was. You're right. Yeah, Contrail was last week's, which is a thin line of cloud that forms behind an aircraft at high altitudes.
Yeah.
And
this week,
diastema, a gap between the front teeth.
Huh.
You've got that, haven't you?
Not as big as I used to have before I had braces.
Did anybody else have a name for their cat's teeth? I say, well, no, because like growing up.
What, individually?
No. Growing up, my mum used to say about fangs, which would be the big long ones. But I don't know whether you've seen a cat's teeth. They're really, really teeny tiny, the other teeth. And my mum always called them the dolly teeth. So they're dollies. I just wondered whether other people have got other words for things that aren't necessarily to do with anything that, you know, that you haven't heard anywhere else but grew up thinking was normal. You haven't got dolly teeth, have you? No, you haven't got dolly teeth. You've got great big gnashers, you have.
Yeah.
She's getting irritated now because she wants to go and play. She's had a cuddle. She's put all over me and now she wants to go and run.
Yeah.
You want to run?
We'll go and have a run then.
Right, guys, we're back. And as Darren was putting Mishka in the bowl, or sellotaping it up more to the point she let herself into it, there was a luring.
Timothy.
So technically, now it looks like we've put him in. Well, we've put Mishka in the tumble dryer, and she's come out looking like that. Honestly, the state of you. Right, so guys.
Right.
What are we on to next? We're on to Sherlock from last week.
Sherlock from last week. What did you reckon it was?
I thought it was. Am I right in thinking
it was twins?
It was the twins one, yeah. I was thinking the 4th of...
About 15 minutes apart.
Not the 4th. What am I talking
Born the
about?
15 minutes from each other, but the younger one's birthday came 2 clear days before the elders.
It doesn't so much work, but I was thinking the extra day in February maybe, and it went over, but I can't see that it would make that many different days.
That's what Angela went on it as well.
See, great
but
minds think alike.
as I've read it again, it makes even less sense. Because it says the younger ones came 2 clear days before the elders.
Huh?
Yeah, exactly. We're going to have a butcher's to find out. Here we go. Because I ain't got a clue.
No.
Right. The Hampstead twins.
Hampstead twins.
The children were born on a cruise liner heading from America to Japan. The elder was born shortly before hitting the international date line on March the 1st. The younger was born a little after crossing it, when the date had gone back to February the 28th. Thus officially, the younger one was born the day before her brother. During leap years, that gap stretches to 2 days. So you were both right with the leap year.
All right, so it's that as well.
Yes, that as well.
So it's not just leap year, but I mean, what are the chances in that?
Yeah, sure, yeah. Yeah, because the younger one was actually older. The younger one was born before, technically, even though they were born after. Right. And we have got, for the one this week, we have got...
This, use your brain.
We've got Wiggins.
Wiggins. He's looking round.
On one memorable morning, young Wiggins, the lead scamp of Holmes Baker Street Irregulars, put a poser to me after completing even some small errand for his master. It's my suspicion that secretly he wanted to put the question to Holmes himself, but either lacked the nerve or feared that it would be too trivial a matter for the great man. If the latter, then he's made his choice wisely. Here, Governor, Wiggins said to me, I've got a little riddle. What do you say we wager a farthing on your being able to solve it? Is that so, a farthing? Very well. And what would you give me if I have the answer? A smile, says the little rascal. Surely you wouldn't take money from one to myself, Doctor? Very well, I said. I enjoy a challenge. You won't regret it, sir. So tell me, what occurs once in June, once in July, and twice in August? My first thought was the full moon, but I quickly discarded that as not being the case in this year. I said. I could see Holmes' eyes glittering with amusement, but he said nothing and left the matter for me to resolve. I know that as well.
Right. It's nice and easy.
Yep.
What are you doing? Hang on. Right. So, whoopsie. As usual at the moment, I'm having difficulty in remembering about looking for anagrams until just before just before we do this, basically. So you're gonna have to bear with me another week. Even though I did spend this afternoon looking at different bits, but nothing really seemed to feel right, or So we're going to take another.
We'll go for a riddle. One. You may know it, you may not.
Go on then.
Right. What has 4 letters? Never has 5, but sometimes has 9. Yeah. You look confused by that.
His head's full of fluff. He's not the most intelligent of our babies, are you, darling? There's too much fluff for any sense in that. Yeah. Mama kissed you. Evil woman.
Right. So is he going to go?
Right.
Go for a run?
I'll get you to pop him away. Right. Now then, as I am actually hamster free at the moment, and goodness knows how long that's going to last, because they're obviously in the mood to be out and about. She says as a bud comes running around the corner. Right. So, an update.
We haven't done much this week. Yeah.
Excusez-moi. All this section down here is completed.
Yeah.
And I'm nearly done. All the ones on this is
Fair
there's a
enough.
lot of F's, which is why it's like that.
It's a lot of F's.
Also,
there's an effing lot of F's.
there is. Also, to be perfectly fair with you, I got one of my birthday presents arrived, and it was the only one that had to be checked.
Yeah.
So I'm not telling you what it is, but I have been working on that because it's one of those ones that you have to check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll give a sneak look at that on Monday.
Yeah.
With the with the birthday unboxing bits.
Yeah. So I know.
You got a book there telling you what to do.
Let's look at the book. Jeez Louise. Right. TV this week. We've still got a few Warehouse 13 to watch, to be fair, but they decided to take it off of
Now TV.
With no warning whatsoever, I might add.
Yeah, it was on Peacock.
We have got them on DVD, but it's getting to them at the moment.
Yeah,
so
we have to move stuff out of the way to get to it.
That's right. So we went on to what was going to be the next one anyway, which is Eureka.
Or a town called
Eureka. It's really, really good. It's quite funny.
They have crossover bits from them.
They do have crossover bits, yeah. And it's just...
Yeah.
It's just really quirky.
Yeah.
Really, really quirky. I love it. Give it a go.
A bit light-hearted.
It is light-hearted,
well.
yeah. It's like a town of like great scientists and
yeah, it is. It's a town of great minds and scientists.
Yeah,
they do work for. They create things which like Ministry of Defence.
But they create a lot of good things as well.
This Marshal, a US Marshal, ends up there with his daughter by mistake because the car brake. He has an accident.
Yeah,
and he ends up there, and he ends up staying there. So,
and in actual fact, although there are crossovers, there's been a few crossovers with Warehouse 13. Not many. I think there was only 2, possibly 3.
There was 2 in Warehouse 13.
I don't know whether...
And 1 this way.
1 this way, yeah. So 1 from Warehouse 13 to this one. But I was going to make a point then, and do you know, I cannot think what it was. It's one of those days. A few days I'm going to be
excited.
Turning older.
Yeah.
I really am. We had a voucher to spend with Marks and
Marks and Spencer's.
Marks and Spencer's. And to those who are in different countries wouldn't necessarily know, but it's like it's quite a posh shop.
Well, it's not posh, but it's
been around a hell of a long time as well.
It's more upmarket than your general shop.
Yeah,
but it's not posh. Things cost more money.
I mean, would you class it as on the same edge as Waitrose, or would you class it higher?
Yeah, it says all about Waitrose.
It's got to be, Marks also do like different home-based things and clothes.
Middle class shopping bit.
Upper middle, I would say. I mean, if you really want to go all the way, you're talking Fortnum and Masons and
so Marks and Spencer's. Strange enough, I've tried Marks and Spencer's years ago. When I said to people I used to work making cosmetic jewellery. We used to make cosmetic jewellery from Marks and Spencer's. Earrings, necklaces.
Yeah, you did
gold, silver, bracelets.
You did some really expensive crackers, didn't you?
We did crackers for the Sultan of Brunei.
I mean, it's amazing, really, isn't it? I mean, right, so anyway, Eureka went from that. Right. But
Marks and Spencer's.
As I said, Marks and Spencer's, right. He's had to pull me back, people. We had this £30 voucher, and we usually, if we get a voucher for Marks, we usually treat ourselves to either well, most of the time it's like food bits, special things that you wouldn't normally have, or a high quality sort of thing, or like little phone bits and things like that. Something a bit special. And
But Debbie hasn't been out.
because I can't go out, we can only rely on what you can get online. Now, unfortunately, although Ocado do deliver for Marks and Spencer's, you can't use the Marks and Spencer's voucher for that, even if you just bought Marks and Spencer's
because they buy stuff from Marks and Spencer's.
So. Basically, they didn't seem to have anything that we particularly wanted. And I was having a look the other day and found they've got like a really nice chocolate birthday cake with candles. I mean, it's quite, it looks really yummy. As you know, I am diabetic, but I do make allowances for myself around my birthday and we ferret out pieces of cake to people that I like well enough, like my mum. But anyway, so yeah, gorgeous cake, which we'll show you on my birthday. No, we won't. We'll take a picture of it before we have some, because the date on the cake only goes until 2 days after my birthday. Yeah. Which is fine.
We're not going to be able to eat that.
It lasts longer than that. But it does last longer than that. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to cut into it tomorrow so we can have a little bit each day. So before we do that, we will show it to you.
The start of the bank holiday weekend for your birthday.
Yeah, that's right. Because I myself am not like the Queen, but I will make my birthday last for months. In actual fact,
but you've got 4 days, and the Queen's got 4 days for a coronation as well.
Understandable.
This year.
But no, so yeah, we got that, and I got that was £10. I wouldn't normally spend that much on a cake, but in actual fact, you look at all the posh like posher cakes and whatnots.
Yeah, ones from supermarkets.
That's what I mean.
They cost you 8 to 10 quid anyway.
I do like they're calling the caterpillar cake.
They've got some bloody great big candles for it. Seriously, they're about how long these candles are.
Oh, they're really nice, yeah. But no, the other thing I got...
Oh, no, that doesn't actually show anything. No. That could be any size.
The other thing I got was something that I have craved for ages. So I'm not going to tell you because that item is going to be a surprise for you guys.
But it's an Easter thing.
It's not turning up to the Wednesday. Yeah, but that isn't a problem for us because I'll be honest with you, I've still got chocolates I'm making my way through from Christmas. So by the time with Christmas and then you've got Easter, and I don't get bought a lot of chocolate. I sort of make my way through, as it were. But a little something does you good. Oh, excuse me. A little bit of something does you good, anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Now then, as I said,
ring light showing up on here.
I like different quirky things, you see. Right. I'm going to talk to you about a book series. I've just started rereading it.
Yep.
I have read this series before. I meant to have a look up and see how many there were.
That is all of them in that one. I think there's 10.
Right. Well, it's a book series. House of the Night.
A House of Night.
A House of Night, sorry. And the first book is called Marked. Now, basically, you're looking at the House of Night is a school for vampires, basically, and you get like human beings, and then you get human beings, and like you get a tracker appears, which is a special vampire, and they mark you for death. They don't actually do anything for you, but it's like a heads up with what your body's going to do. With a young girl in it who's been affected, Zoe Redbird, she is a typical teenager with typical teenage angst and what have you. Anyway, she gets marked by a tracker, and she goes up to the school. You can't. It's a school in my ideal sort of thing in some ways. About the school is it's got cats all over the place, but you don't own the cats. A cat picks you to own you.
That's like real life.
Also, yeah, basically. Yeah. When you're going through the bit of dying, if you don't turn up at the house at night, you won't transform completely, and it'd end up killing you. Well, she's got like some Cherokee in her, and she was touched by Nyx, who is the vampire goddess. And the other side of it, apart from the whole cat's vampire thing, it also, they get, I can't think of the word, special abilities. And she's been marked by Nyx. So when she turned up there, her tattoo marking of the crescent moon and everything else, and as you gain different abilities, you might get more tattoo work appear, and it's not just about maybe understanding animals or having an affinity for the future or past or hearing voices or things like that. You've also got the more magical sides. You've got fire, earth, air and spirit, and nobody's ever had all of those things, if you see what I mean. But it's just a really good book series. It takes you out of yourself. It's completely different to anything else I've read in that respect. But no, I really highly recommend the book series, and it's written by PC and Kristen Cast. PC it's mother and daughter basically, and yeah, it is absolutely
They've
wonderful.
done the Start of a Witch one as well, haven't they?
They've done a what, sorry?
Start of a Witch series as well.
Yes, I think so. There's
May not be in there because the book may be too old.
no, there's novellos in it and a fledgling handbook. So it's pretty detailed. It's one of those things that if this had been picked up for TV series and what have you, I reckon it'd do really well actually. Depending on whether they stay true to the books.
Yeah, they would have destroyed it probably.
So I learned in books are a great escapism for me, and I'll go through spits and spats, but some books I just cannot put down. First time I read this, I think I just read one after the other and didn't say a word to Darren.
I bought them for you for your Christmas or your birthday. Christmas, I believe.
Because I started getting them from the library, and I was so... I mean, I was going through them like nobody's business. They were fantastic. And it is a really good book set series. They also have horses in it. Quite a rare breed. I can't remember what they are now. But at any rate, you were talking about something a bit different. You can also say vampires, which is nothing has it quite like this, and I love it. I think it's a really easy one to read. I've only just started it again, as I said, but the reason I wanted to start it was because my memory isn't particularly good, and I needed to get a bit of background to see whether I was right in thinking it was that book series, because I am known for thinking one thing and it turns out to be something completely different.
You've got another book series over there.
Yeah,
Morganville Vampires.
Morganville Vampires. I will tell you about that when I start that again. But no, it is a good one. I'm not on any sponsored bits or anything like that for either the TV things or the books. I just like, well, somebody to tell about it, really, isn't it? You know, it's nice to have a chat. But yeah, so it's been quite a good week. Pain-wise, not too bad, and I have got quite a bit done on craft work, which I'm really pleased about. So, you know, all in all, not bad, really.
All in all. Yeah.
I am really excited about Monday. I love birthdays. And say, like Harry says about presents, and it's not that. I loved birthdays because it meant a day out, usually seeing family or with Darren. Unfortunately, being a bank holiday Monday, even if I could get down the stairs, you can't actually go out and do anything, and I am not going to push myself to get down the stairs, possibly hurting myself in the process. Only, actually, there's no possibly I would, but it would be completely pointless because anywhere that did have bits open would be packed, and I still need my current boost thing. But no, I mean, you know, it is what it is. But no. Plus, nobody complains about you having cake when it's your birthday.
This is true.
Nobody minds that.
No.
It's lovely. I do like a birthday. Yep. But no, anyway. I did have plans to have a mystery treat box for the hamsters that was
from Etsy,
things from Etsy, and I ordered it nearly 2 weeks ago,
and they still haven't sent it out yet.
They haven't even sent it out yet. So I've contacted them. I've not heard back yet, but either way, it doesn't look like that's going to be very helpful because the hamsters, bless their hearts, they don't understand why I'd be getting something and they're not. So they hear the word presents, they assume it's for them anyway. So I just thought, it'd be ideal because it's around Easter. It's something a bit special. They're handmade treats.
Specifically.
Thank you. Hang on. Sorry. Specifically made for hamsters. He looked so cute, and it was £10 plus £2 postage. So, you know, for what you got, it wasn't a bad price. It's what you'd sort of expect, really. But they're Easter ones. They're special little Easter ones because they were going to be doing an Easter hunt and everything, and it's just completely ruined. So I'm not terribly amused because I've not heard back from them yet. An update on Etsy. Some shops are closing down in protest to Etsy's changing fees. I know Jess is one of them because I was going to update you.
From the 11th to the 18th.
Yeah. I was going to update you with what sort of things she had on her shop and whether she'd put anything new on.
We've got nothing on there at the moment.
Obviously, yeah, this is it. You can't get anything from her at the moment. What I think's naughty is if that other place didn't have any intention of doing it or sending it out before this thing, and they didn't tell me. So who knows?
They're still open.
Yeah, I mean, I can still look at their stuff, whereas when I tried to look at Jess's stuff, it just didn't
says she's on holiday.
Yeah, it shows that she's away, sort of thing, which I know a lot of them are doing. Which is fair play, you know, if that's what they want to do, they're entitled to do what they want to do on things like that. And you know, it is what it is. Talking of which, I keep looking at bits on Etsy and things like that. If any of you viewers actually sell bits on Etsy, could you please contact me and let me know what sort of thing you do? Because as it stands at the moment, I'm basically willing to try different places to do videos on them, so you guys can, because there isn't really much of a doodle in it, if you know what I mean. There's no, you see the pictures and it's quite overwhelming, is Etsy, because stuff's just everywhere and you don't really know whether it's real handmade stuff. You don't know really, just by looking at the bits and bobs, whether it's the sort of real deal bit of, you know, if it's something a bit special, you know. Also, if any of you have used any shops that do wax melts, I'm open to ideas of those as well. Did we have any questions this week, by the way?
No questions this week.
Cool. I don't know you lot. Okay then.
We have a die-hard bunch of people who watch these. The diehards.
I know. Oh, I hope your move went well, because I think
Leanne,
yeah.
I know her move did go well, yeah.
Her move did
she's
go well,
not looking
right.
to do it again.
No, I don't blame you. They say it's the second most stressful thing, don't they?
Yeah.
Or is that? Yeah, I think that is that. Yeah.
Yeah, after getting married, I think. No, it's going to be a third of it. Getting married, death, and someone else's death, obviously not yours.
Yeah.
Because you
don't
really care much about your own death. You
don't want it to happen.
No, that's right. Yeah. But yeah, so moving house is supposed to be. Look at all the crap we got in here. Yes, I can believe that.
Do you know, I'm going to say it's not that. We have got so much stuff in here. And it doesn't help that I've got 3 tons of things that I'm very passionate about craft-wise.
Puzzles.
And I love my jigsaw puzzles. I love the was jigs.
Yeah,
they're one of my
was-gidge.
favourites. Was-gidge.
Yeah, it's jigsaw backwards. Was-gidge. Yes, Debbie's nearly got 100 of them in a cupboard.
I know. But I am going to start doing them again because we've worked out.
When?
Well, no, because we've worked out I can use this table, haven't we? Because the back sitting on there and the board.
Yes, but you've got so many other bits you're trying to do as well.
I know, there's no rule against it. And besides, with my jigsaw one, I've got one of those ones with all the flaps. You know, it's they're hot. It's a hard folder thing, and it opens out like that.
It does.
And then you've got little. Yeah, but the other one I bought
it's got your diamond paintings in it.
But the other one I got was for the diamond paintings. So I have got one. We just haven't transferred it over. And I can't remember what I did with my puzzle-shaped bits for sorting out the jigsaw pieces and whatnot.
I know where they are.
And so I may put that on a video bit, because I know some people like to watch people doing things like that. And so it's one of those things. I mean, to be honest, it makes no difference to me because I'll be sitting in the same place doing it, so it doesn't make a difference. But yeah. But no, the problem is I've got so many different hobbies. I love doing so many different things. And there's not enough time in the world.
No, there isn't. No.
I'm not one of these people that sort of thinks, oh, 1 or 2 hobbies. Nah, I've got loads.
Yeah,
I've got loads.
I don't get time for hobbies.
No, because you're always editing stuff and swearing at the
editing,
computer.
I managed to put some bits on eBay.
Yes, you have,
Just,
haven't you? Yeah.
Start to clear some stuff.
Yeah, because I'll be honest with you, we're dreading as much as we desperately do need to move, we know this. But when it actually comes to it, it's going to be an absolute nightmare. The problem is we like stuff.
That's right.
And we've got lots of stuff. And we're not particularly good at getting rid of stuff. But yeah. So we didn't have much furniture or things when we started. But over the years, you do increase.
Yeah.
I must admit. Enjoy your bank holiday. Hopefully you've got some days off.
Yep.
And have a wonderful time. And remember, even if it's you home alone, there is no reason you can't do an Easter egg hunt. Just do it. I should have said this to you last week, because I could have said, hide the eggs around about a week before and you forget where you put them. Although you might find them in funny times doing that, but still. Anyway, guys, hope you see the Easter Bunny and be different.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.